Recorded in their mother's basement, Super Nerdland brings you Graded Point 5, where in a comic book it would be worth less than the polybag it comes in.
Hey everybody, welcome to Grade Point 5. I'm your host, Turd Ferguson. And with me are the usual gang of idiots.
Hey, that's insulting to idiots, you motherfucker.
I resemble that remark. Wait,
I'm Darrell.
I'm Dick. You know me.
Well, if we're going by pseudonyms, I'm gonna be Thad Thundercastle, like on my show.
And if we're going by pseudonyms, I'll be Darrell.
Darrell, I need to tell you how pseudonyms work. We'll talk about that later, though.
My real name is fucking Shithouse McFucker. So
Love it.
It's an upgrade.
See now you know how this works.
Well, oddly enough, we're recording this on a rather somber day. So we're gonna just blaze through spoiler warnings. Shit's gonna be spoiled, but it's gonna be wicked old shit. So if you haven't had it spoiled by now,
yeah, it's mostly gonna be your mood that's spoiled.
You are bad, and you should feel bad.
Well, your mood will be spoiled only until we get to the jokes, in which case you'll really be spoiled then.
Yeah. But not in the good way, like a rich person would spoil their fucking, their hoe.
Oh no, not my 401k.
Yeah.
It has been spoiled.
Yeah.
But yeah, today
I spent that shit years ago.
Today Batman died.
Yeah. Adam West passed away at 88?
88 from leukemia.
Yeah. My mom says, I told her about that, right? And she says, I think it was less the leukemia and just the old age. Like, the leukemia just happened to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, Mom.
But it said it was
brutal.
Everything I read said it was a brief battle with leukemia. So it sounds like it was kind of like it was a diagnosis and then downhill from there kind of thing,
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
But hey, give the man credit. How many years did he give us quality entertainment?
5.
Yeah, exactly 5.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the 1960s Batman show, wasn't it 5 seasons?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking in addition to that too.
I never watched Family Guy.
Stuff with Family Guy. Well, not just Family Guy. He did.
No, I know. He did a lot of shit.
I think one of my fondest memories of something he did was the episode of Batman animated series, The Gray Ghost. I think that was. Yeah, because that just kind of like tied everything all together,
Was that the episode with the actor? Right?
Yeah, the actor who was the Gray Ghost, and it was voiced by Adam West. Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't one of the Batman animated shows? I forgot which one it was. Like the mayor was Adam West as well.
I believe so.
Can't remember.
Don't give me the line. Have any of you seen the DC animated direct-to-DVD Batman?
Return of Cape Crusaders?
Yeah.
It
I
was
have never
fucking
seen
great.
Oh, it was so good. It was like a lost episode of the 66 show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And it had everybody.
And the greatest part of that was when he gets injected with this shit that's supposed to like increase his aggression and shit. They're trying, like Catwoman's trying to bring him over to the dark side, the villain side and shit, and he gets injected with this shit. And slowly over the course of the rest of the movie, he becomes more like the fucking grim and gritty Batman. Like at one point, he has fucking Commissioner Gordon and that police guy that's always hanging out there stripped down, because they're not fit to wear the uniform and shit like that.
And then there was clones of Bruce Wayne. Well, technically clones of Batman.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, if you're a fan of the old show, it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, it takes you out of it a little bit because like his voice is so. I mean, the dude was like what 87, 86 at the time. When he recorded this shit. So it's kind of. But I mean, if you just kick back and watch it, like, and just enjoy it, it really is like a fucking lost episode of the old TV show.
Now, what was it called? Batman
Return of the Cape Crusaders.
I will have to go watch that after we're done with this.
It's got Burt Ward as fucking Robin. It's got what was it, Lee Merriweather? Yeah, as Catwoman and shit.
Oh, I see. Apparently came out in 2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
You know
year.
what? I have a thought. We're not going to dwell on this.
All right.
I think we're going to go back to our original fucking plan.
All right.
Rob Liefeld?
You know it.
We do. I mean, that was our homage to the guy. We love you, Adam West.
Mhm.
You're up in heaven punching clowns or whatever.
I just hope that, man, you know.
The worst part is it's nothing to do with Batman. He's just punching clowns.
Real quick though, before we go on, I got to say, I hope that when his name is called and St. Peter calls his name, he goes Adam West, and he looks at him and says, "How do you know my language?"
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly,
that was a Family Guy line, by the way.
Honestly, him as the fucking mayor of Quahog was one of the best things about fucking Family Guy.
All right, boys. Here's the game plan.
All right.
We're gonna make a little semi-drinking game out of this.
Oh, and here I am with that booze for the first time in forever.
No, dude, it's gonna be worse. I've got a box of these Jelly Belly Bean Boozleds.
Oh no!
I think we need to find
yourself,
a catchphrase or a word or combination thereof. And every time that comes up while we're talking about Rob Liefeld, I gotta down one of these.
I still vote for pouches.
Dude,
he would be blitzed in the next 5 minutes. We don't need to. Ain't trying to kill him. Damn.
That's what I said.
This is one of those episodes I think I'm going to have to take the audio and make a video of it too.
Yeah.
because people definitely had to see examples of what's going on. In fact, let me go ahead and pull up the Google machine and bring up some of my favorites.
Oh Lord Jesus!
All right,
so
what's the phrase word thing?
Let's see the phrase.
Perspective.
Yeah,
Oh,
perspective.
geez.
No. Feet. Because he never draws them.
I'm gonna say he'll never get drunk then. Because
Yeah.
Well, I'm not drinking, but
Yeah.
Wait,
the drinking game's for the people following along.
actually, hold on. You guys want to carry the conversation for about 30 seconds? I can go get some booze.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't put that on us, you asshole.
yeah. It's like
Hold
next thing
on.
you know, you got alcohol
Microphone
poisoning.
muted.
Yeah. Oh shit!
You guys like on the episode here, the EMTs burst in and fucking they're putting them on the stretcher and shit. It's just like, well, this is fun.
Jason's fading. He's like, "Do not resuscitate."
All right, seriously, do we want to start with faces or what? Because I can go either way. I think faces would be a good start because it's the top of the head.
Let's give listeners a little history of Riefeld.
Riefeld?
I turned Japanese.
Rabu Riefeld.
Riefeld. No, yeah. Let's give them a little history of Liefeld, so they know kind of who he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Before we,
legend.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can read like the opening of his Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Rob Liefeld, born October 3rd,
Microphone
1967, is an American comic book creator. That's used very loosely.
I have here, by the way.
Okay.
The words.
A prominent writer / artist in the 90s.
Prominent.
That's one way to say it. He has since been called one of the most controversial figures in the comic industry.
You can't even keep a straight face reading a Wikipedia entry, Jesus.
In the early 1990s, the self-taught artist became prominent.
Artist.
Yeah, this prominent thing is coming up a lot all of a sudden. Maybe that should be the word.
Did Rob Liefeld fucking Did he write his own Wikipedia entry?
Yeah,
I think so. That's what it sounded like.
Is that let's see. References. Let's see. Well, the external links are to the official website, so.
All right, I've got alcohol, and I've got these beans. Let's make something of this shit.
Yeah. So we figured the word's going to be prominent.
Well, to be fair, even if people are drinking while they're watching, even if they don't drink, while they're listening. God, I can't get this straight. What medium are we in? Is this audio, video? I don't know. But
at this rate, it might be both.
Well, while people are listening along, even if they're not drinking or eating really shitty jelly beans, this podcast is going to give them cancer. So they're dying either way.
This is a Rob Liefeld focused podcast. So
no, just this show in general.
Well, no, you don't understand this. This is taking your cancer and then putting AIDS on top of it and like putting it in a pan and then stewing it together.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, fuck it. Enough with the background. Let's get to the art, man.
He's got super. You guys have super cancer rates
All right.
now. You should go get checked.
Okay, I guess I'll supply the artwork, and I'm using that term loosely. I'll just put it in chat here.
So wait, what am I supposed to eat one of these things on?
Prominent. Since it came up twice in his bio.
I feel like
or
that's
pouches.
I feel like we're gonna go with pouches.
Yeah, pouches is probably good.
Yeah, pouches.
So I figured we'll start. Okay, should I use the which would be easier? Would I because if I use the Discord chat, it'll propagate automatically.
TeamSpeak.
Or use the TeamSpeak. I can use either one. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can click. We're not that retarded. Wayne, give us credit.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Let's start with this. You don't have permission to send. Well, there goes that.
Give me one moment. Here, we'll just do some on-the-fly editing here of people's abilities. You should be able to post it now.
All right, let's see.
If you haven't tuned out by now, thank you.
And there's our first example.
Oh my
God.
Why is David Bowie having a thing with fucking...
I like it how his eyes, the guy on the left, his eyes are on... Well,
wait, no,
their eyes are on two different levels.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Look at that first one again. That's Kevin Bacon.
That is Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon with one tooth, apparently.
No, dude, it's a guy named Kevin who just happens to be rendered in a way that makes him look like bacon.
Yeah, exactly. But literally, both of these guys have they have one tooth. That is one solid tooth. There's no teeth there. I mean, it's literally like how basketball players will wear like the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's like everybody in my field wears mouthpiece. Like,
what was that saying? Every line you add to a character adds so many years to the appearance of their age or whatever.
Yeah,
a year.
Your age. Yeah.
This guy is 363,000 years old.
Yeah.
And the other one is I think actually predates known existence.
Yeah. He was chilling with God and said so.
Not only that, but look at the bridges of their noses. It looks like they have plastic tubing for the bridge of their nose.
And guys, if you want to see the panel that it came from.
Oh God.
Oh man, this shit was like, this shit was the worst of the '90s for me. Even Jim Lee, who can draw a decent figure, would add like 37 million lines to a character's face.
Well, see, that was like part of the grim and gritty '90s.
Right.
That was they thought they had to like overshade and overshadow everything.
Right, and that was kind of the worst of it for me. I hated that. That fucking over insistence on lines and shit. Like that's why I like Joe Mad's stuff, man, because he keeps it simple.
Yeah.
Lines where there need to be. Oh God.
Yeah.
What is that guy? Is he wearing a jumper?
So, perspective.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Okay. Looking at the image here, zoom in a little bit.
Okay, so on the top panel there, that guy, as indicated by the bottom panel, he's just staring up into space.
Yeah.
While the guy looks vaguely in his direction.
And it doesn't look like he's looking at him.
No, exactly. He's just like looking off to his fucking left.
Yeah. I don't know.
The thing is too is Rob is so obsessed with pouches he even drew pouches on their fucking faces.
All right, hold on.
Well, there did.
Sorry, I had to say it because it's true.
Mm-hmm. There did that.
I expect the guy on our right to fucking bust out and magic dance.
Oh,
with the fucking cod pieces.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Does he have goggles on his head?
I think it's supposed to be wearing like a shawl or something. I don't know.
No, the blonde guy. He's got like fucking. And Jason, by the way, save these pictures and fucking post them along with the thing, so people can see what we're fucking talking about. Yeah. And also have them, like fucking timestamps so people know when to fucking look at it.
Look at this terrible shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't want to do this game. These things suck.
Well, I'm done.
2 bad flavors in a row.
No, the second one was actually decent.
The second one was clown shit. The
All right,
first
drink
one was
your beer.
earwax.
All right. So now we're moving on. Let's look at a team photo. Okay.
Oh god. No.
Oh yeah.
It's Youngblood, isn't it?
This is like watching
It's not
a
even Youngblood.
puppy get
Well,
kicked.
actually, now that I think about it, Darrell, I don't need to post the pictures. Wayne's talking about doing a video version.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All
I
right.
think I'm gonna. I'll probably
Real-
overlap. I like take it from when we started talking about this and put in a video.
Real quick though, I got a question.
Hmm?
Who the hell are these two heroes even supposed to be?
That's
Kevin Bacon.
And
They're so deformed, I
and,
can't tell who the fuck it
Ancient
is.
David Blaine.
I'm guessing it's
Ancient
some
David
young
Blaine.
No, dude, I think that might be Chris Angel.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's definitely a fucking mind freak.
Yeah, for some reason, Chris Angel has beef with Kevin Bacon.
So let's move on to it. Let's move on to a team picture, shall we?
Beef with
No, because-
bacon.
And this is perfect because this is a personification of Liefeld art. There are no feet shown at all in this picture.
But there are plenty of pouches.
Plenty of pouches.
Okay, fine. I'm still drinking when you say it.
and lots of guns. So here
All
we
right.
go.
Let's see what we got. We got. Oh god.
Ugh,
That's X-Force, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, the sad
Okay.
thing is this is almost the least egregious of his art that I've seen in a while.
Almost, but then you look
What
at
the
let's
fuck
look at,
is with Domino's bits?
yeah, let's look at Domino for a second, right? She's got this like 18 pack.
Yeah.
She left the 6 pack when she looks more buff than what's his name over here? I don't even know who this is supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be Garrison Kane.
Okay. And
she's got like G cups
Okay,
fucking
one,
hanging off of her front
4,
there. Like, Jesus Christ.
mm-hmm. And look at her
Just-
face. Even she knows. She's like, yeah, I know. I'm in a bad comic.
And just the utility belts are. Why?
30
Why does
31
he have so many?
31 visible pouches.
Why does he have
Wait,
them around his
hold on a
leg?
second. Before I drink, is that serious, Darrell?
Yes, I counted them. 31
Oh.
visible pouches. No, 33. I forgot the ones on Domino's legs. No, 34. I forgot the one on Cable's other arm.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it!
It just keeps coming and coming. Is that one on? Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's with Caliban's fucking? I'm assuming that's Caliban.
Yeah.
That's Caliban. Yeah.
What is with that shit on his neck? Did his shirt shred? And he just decided to hang out for a group photo.
I guess so. He's like, you know what? He's like,
Good,
oh,
keep your
I'm so
shirt on."
mad. Group photo. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Farrell down there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
Also, can I just say that the brass knuckles on his swords look really dumb?
Yeah.
That's kind of
But,
yeah.
dude, you notice one of them has 2 pegs and the other has 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always does that fucking knife guard thing or whatever, so he doesn't have to draw the knuckles or the fingers wrapped around the fucking
Yeah.
swords and shit. At least in this picture, even though the sword in his right hand is like off center, it's like fucking skewing to the right of the sword. At
Mhm.
least they're pointing in the right direction this time.
True.
Yeah. And
That's
in
very
fact, Domino's gun handle looks kind of like it's fucking hanging off the side of the gun.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one
so
in her left hand.
Yeah, and the one in the right, oh god.
terrible.
Wow. The more I look at this, the more terrified I am.
Okay,
It gets worse the longer
but
you
let's,
stare at it.
Look at Domino's waist, though.
Yeah, it's like there's no organs in there. It's just nothing at all.
No. Wow. Or
They're all pushed up into her tits.
yeah, it's a fucking sausage casing. I mean, you squeeze her, dude. She has a bowel movement. And she's shitting her intestines. Holy fuck.
Okay, well let's give the devil his due. Maybe because these are characters he created.
Wait. Before you go on, look at the gun in Cable's fucking left hand. Our right. Fucking holding it around the back of the gun.
Yeah, he
Isn't
is.
that-
That's a no-no.
Yeah, he's not even
That's
holding
a
the fucking
no-no.
handle.
If that wasn't his cybernetic arm, Cable wouldn't have any thumbs.
Wow.
The longer I look at it, the more it hurts.
Right?
All right, but like I said,
All right, I think it's time for the next slide.
okay. So, like I said, these are basically characters that he created, more or less, right?
Right.
So we give art, you give the artists their due. That usually when they draw something that's not theirs, they're a little more better suited to the
It's the Captain America picture.
But unless it's Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, let's see it, Wayne.
And then you have this, whatever this is.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Does the Red Skull have an arm sticking out the side of his face?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does, and a face.
There's just a face floating around his head.
Yep.
This, in terms of composition, artistic composition, this is one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen.
Dude, look how tiny his feet are.
What
well,
feet?
His foot.
At least he doesn't have any fucking pouches.
He's got 1 foot showing in his face.
You just got him.
Yeah. At least he doesn't have any fucking pouches.
He just realized you said pouches.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Jason.
And once again, if you notice that Nick Fury and Cap both have that one tooth phenomenon thing going again.
Yeah.
And they're both taking a severe grunter.
Right?
And Captain America is probably 9,000 years old.
No, but look at this shit.
I just want to hand Cap some fucking X-Lax or something.
Hold on a sec. Check this shit. Cap and Nick Fury are taking grunters, and Red Skull's down there just like, excellent.
And dude, look at the way the shield's drawn. If you fucking like
oh my God,
that in the full frontal thing, it would look like a fucking taco shell.
Yeah.
Holy
shit! It's like the perspective is like fucking destroyed on this thing.
It's like, come to Wakanda for vibranium tacos. Like fucking, what the fuck?
Look at Cap's right arm there for a second. By the way, it looks like fucking Cable's fucking arm when it fucking turns in that crazy shit with the fucking claw and stuff.
Virus, yeah.
Yeah.
You notice his arms are two completely different lengths.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, and by the way, his look at his fingers. This kind of proves a point. His fingers are broken.
Yeah. And his fucking left hand. I don't know what that is. I think it's like with a fucking club fist.
Yeah, I think that's his club. He lost his hand. He lost his arm in the war, apparently.
Oh Jesus! I like how our fucking theories for why this is drawn this way are more interesting than any story Rob Liefeld's ever illustrated.
Yep. Well, since we're on the subject of Captain America, you knew this one was coming.
Yes, that's the one I thought it was going to be.
Here it is.
Captain Chesticles.
Captain fucking side table chest. Jesus Christ.
This is why perspective would have been a good.
Should I show the other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one where somebody like drew in what it probably would.
Actually look like, yeah.
Here's one with and a skeletal and a supposed skeletal structure.
Hey, at least the shield's round.
Yeah.
Also, holy shit, fucking Captain America's neck is fucking ripped in that picture.
Here you go.
Okay.
Somebody was nice enough to fill in the blanks on this.
Was this the Heroes Reborn cap?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh Lord. That anatomy though, huh? And and is that Liefeld's face fucking covered?
Here's the funny part. His junk just falls straight off.
Yeah. It's connected to literally nothing.
Yeah. Dude, it's coming out of his belly button.
Like he doesn't even have a waist if you look.
It's like literally. I mean, his body is like basically torso, knee.
Really upsets me.
But you assume there's a knee down there, but
No, only more torso.
Yeah,
what really
torso all the way down to his boots.
What really upsets me about this is somebody at Marvel looked at this and said, "Okay, let's print it." Like, are you fucking kidding?
Like, you know those things that the rib separators and shit?
Yeah.
It looks like on the other side is someone using them.
Yeah. Oh God, is this like fucking post-mortem cap?
No, this is actually an unused cover picture from a sadly terminated Captain America Aliens crossover.
Dude, they gave a skeleton a tail.
Also,
no, it's a tailbone, dude.
Why does Cap have fucking Hank Hill ass going on in this picture too?
He's so buff and so incredibly manly that
does Cap have a urethra?
He has no urethra. We've kind of established that already.
Dude, his arm is so fucked up too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
His arm is like a stub. I mean, it's like literally a little stub.
It's like a flipper child or something.
Yeah.
Dude, and if you look at the original picture, like Captain America's eyes are so far apart. They're fucking looking off in different directions and shit. Like they're seeing crime, like, you know, down the street that way and down the street that way, and he doesn't know where to go. He's just like,
he's got eyes like a fucking chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do I stop that one or
tap.
do I stop this one, guys?
Got him.
Yeah.
The worst part is there's only one thing more mongoloid than this Captain America right here, and that is Rob Liefeld himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
But here's we were talking about like line art and shit like that. Here you go.
Yep.
Is that Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Looks like
least he has
half of
teeth.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Now, what happened? Now, I want to meet Rob Liefeld's friends, because for all we know, the people in Rob Liefeld's life look exactly like this, and we just don't know. And he's drawing accurate fucking people. You know?
They're all like angry ancient old people.
Yeah, and they're all fucking malformed. And
Who likes the
sadly-
fact that Cyclops apparently has one working eye in the middle of his head?
Yeah. Yeah, the
No, dude, he's just cross-eyed. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
and Cable's arms malfunctioning for no reason,
And Domino's is staring off into space like, I wish I wasn't here.
and yeah.
I don't want to be here. My feet hurt. I wish I was home polishing my guns.
Now, see,
Where are my
on
feet?
the lines on Apocalypse's face look okay because, like, he is old. He looks like a fucking rodeo clown.
He does. His lips also. Holy
Dude,
crap! That is not his shade.
He's got pecs for a chin.
Dude,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
his fucking
he
chin's
does.
got a six-pack. Dude, he has teeth, though?
Yeah, but I think he's got too many.
Wait, let's just talk about.
Like,
the
hold
fact
on.
that-
Let's take a moment and count the teeth, Darrell.
Okay.
Average human has like, what, 33, 34 teeth or something like that?
He's
Yeah.
got 22.
That's just in the front, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What we
Something-
don't know, he's got 36 more in the back. And
Yeah.
actually, his head just unhinges like one of those fucking Russian nesting dolls, and it's just fucking teeth all the way around.
It's just another
It's like a
apocalypse
lamprey.
of apocalypse.
Yeah.
But let's look at Cable real quick for a second. Do you guys notice anything particularly wrong with Cable? I'll give you guys a hint. It has to do with.
Backpack has pouches.
God damn it, shut up.
No, that's not what I was going to point out. But thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
No, his neck is at an angle that his neck would be broken.
Oh yeah.
This
oh
is
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Hey, he drew a foot. Oh, two of them.
Well, but look at that foot.
Yeah.
It's a triangle.
Is he a fucking Keebler elf? Or something like that?
He drew a triangle for a foot.
Yeah.
And everything
Wow.
else he put off screen so you wouldn't have to see it.
Yeah.
Now,
And
what?
Cable's
Okay,
other
wait a
hand.
minute. What is this going on directly underneath Cable?
Plotting on
That's
Wolverine's
supposed to be
fucking shoulder.
Wolverine. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
It's Wolverine sniffing a fart, is what it looks like.
At first, I thought like it was like some dude's hairy ass,
Get that
It's
stupid
Blob's
away
ass.
from me, bub.
and I just
Blob's
noticed
ass.
this Wolverine. Like, holy crap!
Hey, Cable, you got some
All right.
berries.
What else you got for us, Wayne?
All right,
Yeah, this is
here's
great.
yeah. I told
Hey,
you.
who's that blonde guy? Is that supposed to be like Cannonball or something?
Yeah,
Who
probably.
knows? Because it's fucking Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, it's like
his
they all
faces
kind
look the
of
same.
all
Yeah,
his
it's-
blonde
it's-
people meld together.
No,
Wait,
dude,
wait.
all his people in general. If you took that visor off of Cyclops, it
Yeah.
would look exactly like whoever the fuck that's supposed to be.
What's up?
Why does Cable have triple or double A batteries on his arm? Taped on
Because
there.
He's got three fucking like.
What
They're
the
supposed to be like
fuck?
flash grenades or something, but they do look like he's fucking powering his arm with some AA batteries.
No wonder
All right.
his arm's malfunctioning. Jesus.
Yeah.
Just when you thought
Oh,
return
God.
to classic superheroes for a second.
Yeah.
When you thought it couldn't get any worse, this happened.
Oh,
Wow.
Captain America is officially 336 billion years old.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
And
what is
Iron
in
Man's
what?
suit-
That's not Iron Man. Is it what? Onslaught in Iron Man's armor?
As supposedly, but why still does he have a mouth?
Well, not only that, but why does he have age marks on his face?
Was this the Heroes Reborn shit or the?
Yeah.
No, this is
Or the
Onslaught
Return
Reborn.
to the Heroes
Onslaught Reborn. Yeah, this was after.
Okay.
Well after. Yeah, but still.
Wow.
Uh,
Cap's like, I love you. I love you with my.
yeah, look at the fucking lines around
Where?
his eyes.
Are those eyes? And
I
they're still
guess.
6 miles apart.
Also, Onslaught has sausages for fingers.
There, I can't draw hands well either. Oh,
Onslaught-
but look, he's got no thumb.
Oh,
Neither hand
There's
has
no
a thumb.
yeah. And Onslaught was never known to have a mouth at all, so I don't know why he has a mouth on this fucking piece on the arm. On him, he's possessing the armor.
Also,
Can't draw a
apparently
face without a
Onslaught's
weird
pregnant.
grimacing mouth. He is.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
that's
God.
That's his arm.
That's his arm.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah.
the perspective makes it look like he's pregnant.
This
If we're
is
going with
refreshing.
perspective stuff, hold on a minute.
This is refreshing. This is a step up for Liefeld because neither Onslaught nor Captain America have, ladies and gentlemen, wait for
Any
it.
pouches.
There you go.
Okay, you
Also
said the
of
word. Does he
note-
still have to?
How short Captain America's arm is.
Yeah.
He got little fucking flippers, man.
All right, here's the.
This is like Down syndrome Captain America.
We were talking
Oh.
about perspective,
Yeah.
Oh god.
so
Draw some. It's not like the fucking inker or colorist missed it. There is no thumb there. Holy
Nope.
shit. Okay, yeah. Let's see what
and here's a man who had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actual fingers. After
What
he
the-
had his hand cut off.
Oh my god.
What's even going on in here?
That's a panel from early X-Force, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
apparently Shatterstar was cutting off that dude's hand.
The Reaper, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you can see, that his hand has fingers. There is no thumb there.
He's got one. Yeah, he's got 5 just regular fingers. Wow.
Yeah, 5 regular fingers.
And that fucking the one that's supposed to be the pinky finger.
Mm-hmm.
I.
So we're supposed to believe that Shatterstar cut off his hand and it flew directly into the camera.
Who
Yes,
cut
it
off
worked.
Shatterstar's torso and fucking sewed his fucking. Wow.
This is rough. I
Oh
can't.
yeah, and the fucking angle that he cut it off, it would have fallen directly to the left.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and yet he didn't just fucking like he didn't cut it off, guys. He punched it off.
Yeah, he punched his hand off.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Also, I love those buildings in the background where they look like a fucking that one piece of modern art where it's like all the lines and boxes and they're different colors.
Yep.
Look
That
at
was a
those
lot of his
buildings.
X-Force
Let's just like I've seen some simple ass backgrounds in some comics sometimes, but that's just fucking lazy.
Self-taught, guys. Self-taught. You too can be Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
Look at the giant fucking shoulder pad that serves no fucking purpose. It just hangs out there.
Uh-huh.
Well, with the way that fucking Marvel is nowadays, I have a feeling I'd probably do better than Rob, and I can't even draw.
I'm about to
not wrong.
About to submit some of my shit to Marvel.
But since we're still on the go back to females for a second.
Oh, and look at the sword. The sword, the perspective on the sword.
Mhm.
That the way he's holding it.
The
and
blade
way
is sideways.
The blade sideways. Yeah.
Well, the blade is sideways and the blood channel is uneven. It fucking curves off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That leads me to believe that he did bludgeon his fucking hand off instead of cut it off because there's no way at that angle he could cut anything. All right.
Okay, so we remember how Domino looked in the earlier.
Oh god.
Here's some of Rob Liefeld's original characters.
Oh, jeez, I'm afraid to click this link.
What is this fucking Dusty Gazongas and her partner Betty?
Yeah, and the sad thing is he thought he had to put all of those fucking lines on that chick's fucking naked. Well, I am loath to call it a torso, but
Yeah.
dude Rob
they're
Liefeld
backs.
sat and drew this, and then sat back in his chair and said, "Yep, this is the one."
Mm-hmm.
That's
Their
it.
backs, their poor
Fucking-
fucking backs.
And the sword should be in front of her breast.
Yep.
Also, their nipples are off to the sides of their boobs.
Yeah.
Their nipples are just stapled on there at like they point off like chameleon eyes, like we were talking about earlier, but it's nipples instead of eyes.
So, and like the one on the right, her arm just disappears altogether.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her other one.
It's just gone.
Oh wow.
She's holding her side on the other side because the pose hurts.
Yeah. Oh god.
If you look closely at the bottom of it, their thighs are like 5 miles wide.
Oh yeah. That's where the organs went, fam.
Yeah.
This isn't thick. This is fucking like super deformed.
This is what I imagine Chris Chan porn would look like if he had a little more artistic talent.
If you bend her over, you'll see part of her she's got a prolapse every time she bends over. Because there's nowhere for those intestines to go but out her fucking asshole. Oh, holy shit. I'm just in awe.
Yeah.
And that fucking scabbard, like, I don't know what's up with that. And it's implying there's a sword that's just hanging out on her fucking right shoulder.
And her neck is at an impossible angle to her body.
Either that or her fucking tit grew at horn.
And her sword is embedded in her legs.
Yeah. And it's all busted up for no reason. I like that too. Our swords are just going to shatter when we look at them.
Also, if you look, the shadow for her hair looks like a tree.
It does.
It doesn't look like hair. Actually,
the shadow looks like a fucking interesting villain as drawn by somebody with talent.
Nice.
Like, oh god.
All right, what's the next?
And I like the prominent nipple on the shadow, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's switch companies for a second and look at some DC stuff that he actually done, which I don't know what DC was thinking, but obviously they were desperate to fill in some time, and this is something we got.
Well,
now,
to be fair,
what I'm going to show you, okay, this is Robin.
Yeah.
Robin is a iconic character. Everybody knows how Robin should look, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I was going to say, though, Rob Liefeld's... Oh, God.
Apparently somewhere Batman lost his costume and put on Robin's.
Yeah. I'm 37 years old. Hey, I will say this one thing about him. He didn't put, like, about 37,000 fucking age lines in his face.
That's true. Look at his arms.
I was going to say, his fucking right arm is smaller than his left.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, this is actually one of the better fucking...
That's one of the better ones,
drawings,
unfortunately.
Yeah. He has a 5-pack and sub-pecs.
And no crotch.
Uh-huh.
His legs just fuse together. Let's see, who's the villain he's fighting? I'm not really familiar with DC. Huh?
Kestrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Magneto. I was very confused.
But Dick's like, I don't know a lot about comics, but I'm pretty sure that's the wrong company.
Yeah.
It's Cyber from Wolverine. Oh, God. His fucking... The flares on his fucking sleeves. Oh, God. I'm running out of things to say.
If we're on the subject of the Titans, give me just a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, if it's Corey, I'm gonna...
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
I didn't realize this was gonna be like fucking Hellraiser. I've got sites to show you. Like, what the fuck? God, I can't even fucking speak. I'm just in
Freudian
awe.
slip. Appropriate Freudian slips.
That was definitely shite to show you.
God.
I think, Jason, were you here when I said Riefeld?
Rob Liefeld.
Rob Liefeld.
You insulted Femery. Okay.
Riefeld.
This unfortunately is a smaller image because it came from a panel inside of a bigger page.
Right.
But this goes back to the perspective thing we were talking about. There you go.
Nah.
What?
That's the Wonder Girl chick or whatever her fucking name is.
That's Wonder Girl getting punched.
That is like the most fluid spine I've ever seen.
I know.
Dude, she got punched so hard her spine just liquefied.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that was like, what was it? One of the fucking Friday the 13th movies where he just walks up to the kid and punches his head on backwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening in this. The next frame is her just like looking at her own ass.
She got punched
God.
so hard that it put a push-up bra on her.
Yeah. And it's just,
No, it just detached her ribcage entirely. Look at that.
You're not wrong. God, fucking hell.
You know, the sad thing is, like, some of his latter-day stuff is a little less visually insulting than his old stuff, and yet still not good. Oh, man. This is physically impossible. But at least she doesn't have any pouches, guys. That's one thing that's
I
great.
gotta open another one. Hold on. I'm already starting to feel it, too.
Yeah, I'm counting on
Okay.
that.
Just gonna go with a character that he actually created.
Yeah.
And even though he created it, I'm still upset.
It's Bedrock, isn't it?
No. It's one we all know.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna. I will not comment on the pouches this time.
God.
Okay.
You still said it though.
I can't. That hurts me.
Look at his tiny hands. They're so cute.
He doesn't even have a left hand.
He's got cellulite for a rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
Fattest slim superhero we've ever seen.
There's another thing I've always noticed that when he does Deadpool, whatever medium he does it in, Deadpool never. I mean, I've seen Deadpool without his mask. You know, we've all seen that. You know, we know he's not the best looking person in the world, but he always seems to like imply that Deadpool has no nose.
Yeah, dude, and he's got
even
a
though
tiny
we know
jelly
he has
bean
a nose.
head.
Even though we know he has a nose, we know he does.
Right.
I just want to know why Mr.
a tiny jelly
Fantastic
bean
is. I want to know why Mr. Fantastic is wearing Deadpool's costume.
Right. This is fucking again. We see
Dude, his
fucking
thighs.
proportion. Huh.
His thighs are almost twice the width of his head.
He's got great fucking birthing hips, that's for sure.
He's got Chun-Li thighs.
And his fucking his fucking right arm stretching off into the fucking distance.
And look at his lack of feet.
Yeah.
He has
his
a
ankles
rounded
would snap.
Yeah.
Not that it could support the weight that's on that torso, but
Even the bullet holes behind Deadpool are offensive.
yeah.
They're so low effort. It's literally, he just told the inker not to ink there. He's just like, just don't put anything there.
No, the thing is, I thought those bullet holes were the best part of the fucking picture.
Those sword handles.
Coming out of the guns. Yeah, what's up with those sword handles, man? And you know the sad thing is, he listed fucking Frank Miller as one of his inspirations, and you could tell that this was one of the drawings where he was trying to ape Frank Miller. Because God bless Frank Miller, but in latter years, he has shown how shitty an artist he actually is.
Yeah, like
too.
I say, he was never the greatest artist. It
All
worked
right,
for what he was, for what he was doing.
Shit.
But
get this abomination out of my sight.
I need one more. Okay.
All right.
This is, I think, this is the personification of everything Liefeld.
Wayne, after this, do you want to discuss a little bit why we think that Liefeld was popular in spite of his lack of talent?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
but
perfect.
this right here, this is the personification, absolute, of everything that embodies Rob Liefeld.
Yeah. All right, let's.
Everything. It has everything.
How
it has tiny feet. It has bad perspective. It has Spider-Man with things on his leg, whatever they're supposed to be.
No, both of his hips are severely dislocated.
Yep.
Right.
No, it's not even that. Spider-Man's head ended up where his crotch is supposed to be. That's an upper torso up there for his legs.
Right? And I like how he draws Cannonball, and he's like, I got this, man. No body needed because fucking Cannonball is Cannonball. And then Cable, he just changes the design because he doesn't want to fucking draw any
I noticed
legs.
that. I always got bugged me. I was like, Cable never dressed like that.
Yeah. He just, and I think that's Domino in the fuking lower right. Just
it is.
Right behind Cable's gargantuan leg.
Yep.
She's hiding behind there.
Look at Juggernaut's tiny foot.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Next to right behind for some reason he just like kicked Warpath in the back.
Warpath. Yeah, that's right. That's the one. Warpath. Yeah.
He just kicked Warfab in the back of the head with his tiny foot.
Did you just call it Warfab?
Might as well at this point, hell.
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack, guys.
Also, why does Juggernaut have age lines on his helmet?
It's an old fucking helmet, dude.
Apparently, fucking hell.
Breathe. I am dying. I am serious.
You know, I gotta ask a better question. Why are there age lines on fucking Shatterstar's pouches?
Does that mean I take a drink now? Hold on.
Cable doesn't have any pouches, though. Oh.
Like you said, all of a sudden, it was just like, hey, look, Cable doesn't even have the right hairstyle. Look at that. Look.
He has Storm's mohawk.
He never had a fucking mohawk.
Oh,
I think the worst part of that
Rob Liefeld was like, on this. He's like, you know what? I don't even feel like doing this anymore.
Guys,
Jesus
something just occurred to
from
me.
Liefeld.
We're missing something huge here.
What
is Spider-Man anchored to?
Spider-Man what?
Anchored to the X-Force logo.
X-Force logo, yeah.
No, Juggernaut's arm. I mean, it's
it's tiny Spider-Man.
Seriously though, Spider-Man, like, he has an upper torso for legs, dude.
Somebody did a critique of this, and they said like Spider-Man is basically, you know, like I said, with those whatever those legs are, you know, those. Yeah. And they actually said what you said. This upper torso somehow got flipped.
Yeah, dude.
And he said, and for some reason he's only 4 feet tall, and
he's got the fucking legs of a. He's got the legs of a fawn. If you took his shoes off, you would see fucking hooves.
And like, we don't even know what's going on with Juggernaut. Like, I don't know how. Why is the foot behind Warpath? It doesn't make any sense.
Also, look how small Warpath is. Is Juggernaut like 47 feet tall?
Yeah.
And then Cable's 36 feet tall.
This was an interesting, just a little side note about this. This run, which was it crossed over into Spider-Man, obviously. He ended up tearing down the World Trade Center.
Oh wow!
Okay,
Juggernaut Akbar.
Also,
Sitter Akbar.
Fucking Juggernaut's fucking knee is like rotated out of socket and fucking.
Yes.
Yeah, it's magic and stuff's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
okay, look at this. Okay, look at the back left leg. You know, if you're looking at the left side, it's like I think that's supposed to be his, you know, his junk area, but it kind of like molded into his, his leg.
His leg looks like 3 pomegranates stacked on top of each other.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, we lost somebody to relationship issues.
Yeah.
And out of all of us, he's the lucky one.
Yeah. But no, to discuss what you're saying, Darrell.
Yeah.
I think the reason he found even a modicum of success was coattail riding. He decided, you know, he came along about the same time that, you know, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, and Eric Larson were around, right? And they all, say what you will, those three had similar styles.
Yes, they did. Absolutely.
You know, they had their quirks. You know, they had differences and things like that. I think that, for example, I think Larson drew a better big guy. Mm-hmm. He focused on something like big muscle guys. Liefeld drew better spindly guys like Spider-Man, for example.
Or you mean the other guy,
McFarlane?
McFarlane, yeah, McFarlane. You know, like more spindly, you know, type of characters, right, and things like that. And Jim Lee drew better, drew better team books. That's why he did good with X-Men and, you know, things like that.
And the thing about the other those guys though is like, while their styles were kind of different and shit, they were very you could make a case for like stylization and like, you know, the importance of having your own voice as an artist instead of like rigidly, you know, adhering to like, you know, body types and shit. Whereas Liefeld just didn't know how to draw.
And my thing
no, he knew how to draw pouches.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Go draw one.
He can draw a pouch.
Definitely. Yes, he did.
But
those pouches were great.
Wayne didn't say it all.
Yeah, the deal is like a motherfucker.
The deal is the reason why I think he even had a modicum of success was like he said. He rode their coattails. When they left, he left with them, and you know they all started Image.
Right.
You know that was like a group effort. Who was the first one to kind of get the boot from Image?
Liefeld.
Yeah. So.
But I think people kept hiring him over the years because of the controversy. He was a controversial figure. Like people
It's
love
kinda
to hate
like-
Liefeld.
Yeah,
And that
it's literally people would buy the books just to see how bad it could be.
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
and I think that's seriously what because I remember when when they said he was going to do a couple issues of Titans, I was like, why are you doing this?
because you'll fucking buy it to see how awful it is.
You'll see how awful it was, and of course you saw how bad it was.
Yep. And but yeah, I think there's just a certain draw. I think the man has become sort of mythical in a way, like he's so fucking awful that people just want to see how he. I think they like him ironically at this point.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
You know what? I will say one thing though. As far as I'm aware, for the most part, Riefeld. Riefeld. He's maintained kind of a okay attitude, like about his shittiness for the most part. Like, and in recent years, he's more receptive to criticism, constructive criticism and shit. Yeah. And he has tried to improve a bit. He still isn't quite there, but you got to give the guy credit for trying.
Yeah.
I wish he had tried way back when, though. Because I think the problem was he did get swept up in that the popularity of those better, more accomplished artists. And I think that kind of went to his head, right? And so for a long time, he didn't really think he had anything to change.
Yep.
As an artist, he didn't recognize that because he was so swept up in that fucking egomania, and shit. That early 90s fucking egomania. And, and
he kind of...
Go ahead.
He kind of, as you said, bought it. He bought into his own hype, I guess you could say, would be the
right. Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect description. And I think that had he not, got swept up in that and had to exist as an artist, he would have had a stronger impetus to like fucking improve his craft.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just being able to coast on that fucking awful shit for as long as he did,
Right.
And it blows my mind that somebody that untalented. I mean, we've seen shitty art in comic books, DC, Marvel, Image, and shit over the years. Like that in and of itself isn't what's fascinating here. What is so fascinating is that such an incapable artist was able to be so successful for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the most fascinating thing about Rob Liefeld for me. It's just like, I mean, I look at my art and anything less than perfection to me goes in the scrap pile. Like, so I can't imagine being this guy and sitting down and drawing some of these things and thinking, yeah, that's good enough to print. Let me send that to my fucking editors and shit. That blows my fucking mind.
I have a theory.
And I think it was part of that was the hype.
I have a theory. The hype is definitely part of it, but I think the other part too is that Rob Liefeld had some dank ass blackmail on fucking Stan Lee. That's the only reason he managed to continue to persist as an artist.
He's like, yeah, Stan Lee isn't actually a Jew. He's a fucking he's a Nazi war criminal.
He just has some horrible fucking blackmail on him, and he just like Stan would just be like, no, just run it, just fucking print it.
Stanley raped and killed a Taiwanese fucking teenager in 1973.
And Liefeld was there and witnessed it all. He's like, one day I will ask for a favor and you will grant it. And he comes back in 1989. He's like, all right, I want to draw comics for you.
No, you're all wrong. It's a life debt.
Yeah, life debt. There you go. Yeah, he saved his life.
Yes.
You also have the life play with Liefeld.
He gave Stan Lee CPR.
He gave Stan Lee one of his kidneys.
Yeah.
Because Stan Lee is a legendary drinker. So.
Oh God, is he?
But I just it blows my mind that someone this incompetent, someone this horrible. Someone who I feel like I draw better than, and I can hardly draw stick figures. And it's just like, it blows my mind that people ate this shit up.
What is with us all becoming fucking Japanese? You just said blows my mind.
Blows my mind.
It blows my mind.
The art is so bad it's affecting our cognitive ability.
No, it's a Liefeld effect. He meant it bros his mind. Like, bro.
My thinking is all in pouches.
Eventually, you don't even say the bro, and you say bro.
Dude. Yeah, I take a family photo at some fucking reunion in 10 years, and I got pouches. Like, oh, and fucking lines, age lines all over.
What happened here?
It's the Riefeld effect.
Now I just want to find a picture of Darrell and take a picture of him and put pouches all over him.
Dude, I'll provide you the picture if you do that.
I'm just glad Liefeld never drew porn, because there would be age lines on people's penises and vaginas.
Google it. I know it's obvious out there.
Okay, all right. I'll take the bullet for this one.
I'm doing it too. I'm totally fascinated.
Oh Jesus! I'm so sorry, guys. I can't believe I brought that up. Now,
actually, nothing too terrible.
Oh, no.
I mean, yeah, I can't really find.
Thank God! I'd hate to see what he'd do to it.
I just want to put this out there,
just
though.
people implying things on certain images that he did. Yeah.
Rob Liefeld is a deviant tier artist.
Oh
no, I would say that's fucking giving him too much credit. Like, I'm looking at this picture of what I assume is Shatterstar.
Mm-hmm.
It might be one of his Youngblood characters because they looked exactly the fucking same, and everything is awful about it. Like,
I had to throw this image in.
Oh, it's Onslaught.
It's
oh God, he's not even holding the gun. It's just floating in his hand,
and it's shooting by itself apparently.
And his fucking legs coming out of his torso. Is this Franklin Richards from fucking Heroes Reborn?
Yeah.
Okay, and the circle around the fucking text implies that this is a child speaking. Help, Uncle Ben, I'm being chased. And he looks like he's a fucking 27-year-old guy with fucking legs coming out of his fucking pectoral muscles.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. This is the negative zone indeed. Oh, wow.
Like I said, just when you think it's over, I can find more. I mean, that's what's really terrible about this.
Please stop. Please.
All right, folks.
I'll stop.
On that note, it's been a good episode, but yeah.
If you enjoyed this,
please support.
If you enjoyed this, you're awful.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this, please support your local comics shop by buying something that Rob Liefeld didn't draw, or support the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we hope to see you back next time.